I am a rude guy. I'm an evil little guy, full of anger, full of rage. I am kind of getting burnt out maxing on Marvel Rivals, but the last week I need to take full value out of this. I think there's a lot of things this game needs to improve. Like, for example, there's only 4 maps. That burned me out really fast for sure. It's so wacky playing Venom sometimes, because sometimes some characters that can wall climb are just so buggy and weird. And Venom with its grappling hook, he's so fucking wacky and weird, right? Sometimes it glitches so hard, the game is just unplayable. I just start teleporting. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. That sucks, right? Like, just playing the game and grappling around, the amount of glitches some characters have. I mean, this is a beta. Still, it just really sucks. It's really bad. It's really borderline unplayable. The idea of the ability is cool, and the wall climb and everything is nice, but just so hard to do it. Something that I hate about Venom, for example, is that on some surfaces, like this one, for example, even though you can wall climb, you can't jump over the surface. So that sucks. It feels really bad. Because what is the point of the wall climb if I'm gonna get stuck on small surfaces? I want to use my grappling hook. And just being teleported around with the grappling hook is just really weird. Same goes with Jeff wall climb. It's super weird sometimes, super glitchy. Like right now, I'm not going up. So it really destroys the flow of the game. Aside of just the bugs, because there's a bunch of bugs here and there. I think some team-ups are also bugged. I think Venom's supposed to get more HP. He doesn't. So that kind of sucks. I think the balancing hasn't really changed since last time. They changed Strange, they changed some other stuff, but Magneto, I don't know what they were cooking with the Magneto team-up. The Magneto team-up is just so bad. Like, not so bad in a bad way, more like so good. It's so bad to play against. If I go in here and I have the team-up now, Magneto's team-up is just so good because it can 2-shot. So let me just do this. Boom, boom. 2-shot, right? I don't know what they did and why they did it. I don't know what made them go like, oh yeah, I think giving Magneto an ability that can 2-shot people across the map without follow-up is a good idea, but they did it. It also does AoE, so I don't know what they're smoking. They were smoking something for sure. Because you can be infinite range and still 2-shot people, does AoE. Damage boosted. This guy is just insane with Scarlet. Like, just this passive itself just completely changes the game. It's basically an ult, not to mention his normal attacks do a lot of damage and his right click, right? So he's a insane character with the amount of damage he can do. And some other team-ups are just kind of annoying, and just the balancing is so wild because, for example, Groot and Jeff's team-up compared to Magneto's team-up, it's just so bad. It is so bad. It's so horrible. Like, if I go here, so Groot's team up is that you can ride. I mean, the Shark's team up is that you can ride Groot, but you can't heal yourself. So Groot is face tanking, and then this little guy's just dying every fight. So what is the point of this team up? It's so bad. It is so horrible. It's such a bad team up. Team up balancing is just so wild, and this you can see for so many heroes. There's like Hela can revive Thor when he's dead by just getting a kill, and Loki as well. So if you're playing Loki and Thor, you can get 2 revives per kill from Hela. And just talking about Hela in general, Hela is just really strong since last beta. I feel like a lot of the characters that last beta were really strong are still super strong. They've did some rebalancing, but Hela is still really good. Punisher is insanely good. Star-Lord is a lot worse, but there's still really problematic characters that haven't been addressed. I feel like Hulk is still really bad. I think Penny Parker probably needs some changes. Magneto needs a nerf, or at least his team-up does. And Thor is just such a wacky new character. I don't still know if he's good or not. I don't think he's that good. I think they need some rebalancing. People keep mentioning that like it feels really bad because your abilities go on cooldown every time you use an ability. I kind of get their idea because you use your hammer and stuff, but it still feels really bad. At least let us throw the hammer without a cooldown, right? I don't know. Maybe we need some more time playing this hero, but we can't really get enough. So balancing wise, there's still a lot of things to desire, and the game is really buggy and stuff. Not enough maps right now, but it is a beta. It is a beta, so I can accept it, right? But also, the performance is so cooked in this game. I had to reduce it to all minimum, even though I am playing on a 4070 Ti, and it is insane to me that I cannot run the game with more than 200 FPS right now. I think I'm still on minimum graphics. So if I go here so low, and I'm in the practice range, I have 200 FPS, and my setup is insanely good because I stream, right? The performance-wise, I don't know how you run this game as with a potato PC. You probably do not. That kind of sucks, and I just really dislike how laggy it is. I guess it's better than last time. The game is definitely improved than last time, but this feels really bad. Getting into a fight, especially with two strangers or things breaking, game's gonna fry your PC. Performance, they need to change. They need to buff it up. I mean, they make it a lot more. Because one of the reasons why Overwatch was successful, it's not successful anymore. One of the reasons why Overwatch was so successful is because it just would run on anything. And it still runs on anything pretty much. It's more demanding than before because they changed the engine, but especially old Overwatch was really easy to run on everything. If this game doesn't run on every PC, then they're gonna cook themselves. So that's, yeah, performance wise. So we talked about balancing, we talked about performance, and we talked about something else. Balancing, performance, bugs. Finally, I really dislike oh bro, the voices. I really dislike the fact that if I play solo queue in this game, so right now queue times are ridiculous. I've been waiting for 30 minutes plus because the way they've been handling the drops have been handled so poorly in my opinion. Like, I think the reason is they don't want to crash their servers, but queue times are so ridiculously high if you climb up a bit. If your elo gets, you know, too high, that I've been waiting for 30 plus minutes per game with my friends. So I don't know if the way they handled the open beta was different. I feel like in launch is gonna be fixed probably, but still it feels really bad. And I think destructive environments are fine because it adds a lot of skill here and there, right? I think destructive environments make the game really interesting sometimes because you can sit in high ground, they can just break it for you. So I think it gives you some skill expression as long as they fix the how bad the performance is, right? So I was gonna talk about something else, and the drops and the keys and the queue times. And oh yeah, the roll queue. There's no roll queue in this game, and I know we have a lot of anti-roll queuers, but let's be honest. If you've even spent 1 minute playing this game, you just know for a fact it is miserable to play solo queue. It is miserable to play solo queue. This game, solo queue, is impossible to play. This game is super fun with friends, but solo queue, you get into a game, you lock in what your role is, unless you're support. You lock in tank or DPS, you're gonna get 4 more tanks, 4 more DPS, you're gonna get 0 supports, and you're gonna lose the game. Rather, if you don't swap, you probably lose, and if you swap, you still lose, and you need to beg people, and I don't want them to do a hard roll log. Every game is just insta log 5 DPS, so maybe don't do a hard log, but like at least let people queue up for the role they want. It could make things a lot better because solo queue is impossible to play. I just hate it. Like a soft role queue, like in League, you just choose, I want to play support, and my second thing that I prefer playing is tank or DPS, right? And this way, when you get into a game, you actually have some resemblance of a team. So at least 2 DPS, 2 tanks, 2 supports. Some people can flex around, but it is impossible. And if you play support, it's so hard to win games. I think the game is fun. I think it's good fun. There's a lot of potential with it. I think the hero designs are really good. There's just a lot of things they need to tweak by the time they release the game or they do stuff with the next beta, if there is a next beta. But right now there's a lot of frustrations with the game for some things, but it is good fun if you just, you know, realize it's open beta. The fact that they have a tournament system already applied and a clan system and whatever else is pretty crazy. And they have a replay system and everything. So I do hope for this game, but they do need to fix a lot of things, a lot of issues, because it is kind of cooked. For some things, it is very cooked. Either way, this is the end of my rant.